This podcast is recorded on the land of the Baramatagal people of the Darug Nation, and we pay our respect to elders past and present. My name is Samanda. Hello and welcome back to Launchpad Radio, the podcast where we explore the journeys of entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators who are making it happen. We're gathering here today with our very own boss, the myth, the legend, Mabel, and our marketing legend / up-and-coming content creator, Ramesh. So we've spent the last year building community, running events, and juggling a lot of chaos, and occasionally surviving on caffeine and matcha. Today we'll be reflecting on our wins, the surprises, the lessons, and a few behind the scenes. So before we start, shall we do a quick intro?
Hello, I'm Mabel Jo. I'm the Senior Coordinator looking after marketing and activations here at Launchpad. Hi.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Ray, and I do the marketing events and I help out with the engagement here at Launchpad. And I'm also usually the co-host of this podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Samanda again. I am the curriculum support assistant, so anything micro-credentials, I'm the person that helps out with it. Okay, let's get started. So we're excited to look back on everything we've done this year. We've done quite a bit. If you've been following us, you would have seen our big events, our latest venture makers at the Western Sydney Airport that we did. So yeah, before that, we'll do a quick warm-up. We'll ask Mabel and Ray on a scale of 1 to 10 how cooked we are after a long year of juggling everything, and use one word to describe your rating.
Am I going first?
Yes.
Okay, cooked. How cooked am I? You young people using all these new words. Okay, I think I'm about a 9.9. I've got about 0.1% left of capacity.
Okay.
And the one word to describe is emails and travel. Sorry, I know it's 2, but I can't separate these 2 right now. Emails and travel.
I'm at a 9 as well, and that's because I've been in the oven for too long. If I had to use one word, I would say ready to eat. I know that's a sentence as well, but
What are you
all
eating?
cooked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cooked.
Cooked,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cooked. Not
all right,
overcooked
sorry.
just yet, but all cooked.
Yeah, I would say I'm at an 8.5 to 9-ish. One word is open learning, hands down.
So that means you've got a bit of capacity left. I remember that.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to reflecting on our big wins then. Let's start with something positive. What do you think our biggest win of the year has been out of all the events we've run?
Oh, events, big wins.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm just going to change it because I've been thinking about the whole year. Just to let you know, I've got a printout of the number of events that we've got. There's a lot here. The summary is we've actually done 120 plus events this year. Did you guys know that?
Wow.
120.
120.
That means, do the calculations, we're actually in November, but if it was December right now, that's 10 events a month.
Wow.
That's a lot, okay?
That's a lot.
And we've actually had about over 8,000 registrations to all those events. So we've really had a really big year. So
Big one.
I'm excited to reflect back on of our successes. But I think more than just an event, I think a success for us has been catching up with the founders and hearing about their successes. Because when they succeed, when students succeed, when founders succeed, that's where I feel like that's our success. Just to list off a few, Iris from Dressy, she actually was featured in Daily Telegraph a few months ago. I know Hashita, she launched Ketchup and she did a 1-year celebration. She also won an award with 7 News. I've got Nandita, who also won an award with her social enterprise. Christian, from our last cohort, he actually won the best pitch at a startup event. So for me, when I look back at the year, it's not so much the events, but the successes that our founders and students have. That's mine. What about you, Ray?
I think for me, it's definitely the community building that we've been able to accomplish. Like the word of Launchpad has gone out so much more. And I think the biggest highlight for that for me personally was the Side Hustle Circle series. So it's a completely new community that we started, which is a way to continue what students have been doing in Side Hustle. And we've done an event every single month. The last one had around 20 plus people. And it was so nice because even a girl that attended wrote a whole LinkedIn post about what she learned.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a very small community, but it's super intact. And I was just really proud to help get that started.
That's lovely.
Mhm.
Well, to echo that, we've had a few successes with running our ambassador program. First, we launched our pilot program this year, actually, in May. And we had close to, I think, 80 expressions of interest, but we could only provide 7 spots. And yeah, it's been quite successful. We've actually had more regular attendees, more active students in the community join us and help us promote our events and do quite a bit there. And I think for me personally also, one of my biggest wins was finally completing Ignition.
Yay.
It's been a journey, and it's been a lovely journey as well, a journey of growth, as a lot of us would say. So yeah, so many big wins to reflect on this year. Yeah, let's talk behind the scenes. I know we had a lot of behind the scenes experience, and yeah.
All right. So maybe we can think about what were the challenges that really shaped us this year, right? I'm gonna go first. All right. I don't think people know the real behind the scenes is if you look on our social media, in the beginning of the year, our team looked very full. We had all these people, and then all of a sudden our social media kind of like dropped. People weren't being seen, and you probably thought we were busy. Yes, we were busy, but we actually lost a few members to some other businesses, which I think that's a success. It's a success for us because our students who become full-timers now go out into the real world and they're getting jobs. You know, I know Harley, she joined one of our startups, which is great. Mary, she also joined as a big shot consultant. And so I think the hard part was losing great people. But, you guys pulled through. We still have a few team members left. And yeah, that was definitely the hard part this year for me personally.
Yeah, that's the effect of Launchpad. You get all the skills you need in one place.
And then we say farewell.
And let's not forget Moe and Jenna as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they were very, very crucial. Jenna, who was organising our events, and Moe was our all-rounder from Japan. So that was really good too. What was your, behind the scenes?
I think my biggest behind the scenes challenge was for the first time ever, my Rike list reached 100.
100?
Yeah, my task list on Rike. So we have this platform called Rike where we manage our tasks. And usually I'm at the 20-30 zone. This time I was at 100. So I'm like, oh, someone's busy.
That's you.
Well, if I were to reflect on my particular role, I would say learning to use Excel more. There were a million times that I've gone to Quinn and been like, Quinn, can you help me? What's the formula for this? I'm lost, I'm stuck. And every single day I had to learn something new about Excel because of working on the micro-credentials. And yeah, and Open Learning went through an update, a whole big turnover situation. So yeah, and also I think helping the team run events as well. I think we all shared that experience, and I love that. Yeah. So what would you say is a big lesson out of those challenges?
I think looking back and seeing how, there's a lot of change in the team, there's a lot of ups and downs. I felt like we're all running at 100%. And every time that I gave the team an even bigger challenge, I gave Ray 100 Rike tasks, not just 20 to 30. I really saw that, the team were able to work really well under pressure, which is really great as a leader to see, the team members being able to go above and beyond. I know, Samanda, when we first launched the ambassador program, I said, who wants to do it? And you said yes. I didn't even expect that you would be interested in that. Same with the podcast. Ray, you really were like, yep, I'll do the podcast. So I really feel like as a team leader, if you give your team members and empower them with different things and new opportunities, I just feel like that you guys are just shining. That was a real learning for me, which is kind of why I give you guys I guess, random jobs sometimes. So yeah, that was definitely a learning for me to try to empower your team.
Agreed. I think being given tasks that I haven't explored before was a big learning curve for me. I think I learned to get out of my comfort zone more since our team got smaller. I would say that's a big lesson for me.
Yeah, I second that as well. I think I really learned to trust myself a bit more now that I can handle these things which I didn't in the past. I'm like, oh, okay, so I can actually do something like this. And obviously, I am thankful for all the support that we've gotten. But yeah, just trusting yourself and I mean, knowing fully that Mabel gave this to me because she thinks I can do it. So I'm like, I might as well do it then.
And you did a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, if you could bottle one moment and repeat it every year, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's a hard one. Bottle just one moment, hey?
That's a bit of a tough question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got one.
Yeah, what's
I've got
yours?
one. So this one is from the Venture Makers Global Exchange Program when the Japanese students came over to Japan, to Sydney. And I think the one moment I keep repeating is the time that we all went to the city. And I was essentially their entrepreneurship tour guide of Sydney.
Yeah.
And it was just so like a very collision of every single thing that I do. So like communication, entrepreneurship stuff, and then also just Sydney. It was just a very nice experience of how fun and real this all can be. Yeah, that was a highlight for me for sure.
That's lovely. I would say every time I see the Venture Makers Innovation Challenge, and towards the end, you work really hard in the beginning. You run around making sure the students are comfortable. And towards the end, when you see the pitch, is when you realize, okay, you've done something valuable. These students really got the support they needed, and they put in the effort and made it something beautiful out of it. So I think those moments have always stuck with me. I think doing Ignition as well, it kind of inspired me to a certain extent when you get to that tough part of pitching the idea. So yeah, that would be my...
I think for me, other than that final pitch moment when, founders are pitching either at Ignition or at Venture Makers Innovation Challenge, I think for me it was kind of similarly where we ran Side Hustle. I don't know if you guys know, but we ran Side Hustle in Indonesia for the first time this year on our Indonesia campus. And every time I hear when a student has finally launched their side hustle, has finally sold their first, product, has finally got their first customer, has, finally expanded. When you hear those moments of a founder launching or a side hustler launching or selling their first thing, I get really, really excited because I just feel like, we've done it. We've helped someone reach that first goal. And so I'd love to bottle up each of those moments and like put it in a jar and then just release it all in one go. I really love kind of hearing about, I guess, the founders and students just launching.
That's what Launchpad does. Help you grow every day. Okay, since we reflected a bit on our good moments and tough moments, let's jump into a game. Let's play a game called Most Likely To. So in this game, we'll share a most likely to trait, and we'll guess who the team member is.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just between us, right? There's other teams.
No,
Yeah.
we're a team of 6 now. So yeah, I'll start. Most likely to start 3 new ideas in one meeting.
3 new ideas. I feel like I'm a culprit.
Well,
I would say Mabel.
I would say Mabel too.
This is why you get 100 tasks. Because all of a sudden, you know what? If I can bring Don into this, I would say Don. It's actually Don. I learned from my boss, and that's what's happening. Don gives me 5,000 ideas in one meeting, and I have to somehow action it. So you can blame the big boss up there.
I guess we can assume Mabel's filtering it out.
Yeah. When I give you guys, 50 projects, Don's giving me 200. So, okay, there's a filtration system happening between me and Don.
All right. Most likely to let the plants die.
I feel like,
Jed,
ooh,
Harley.
we're
I
all
feel like all
guilty.
of you
We're
guys.
all guilty. We're all guilty.
Why do I always have to go, hey, Jed, can you water the plants? Hey, Ray, can you water the plants? Samanda, I'm like, it's not hard. There's not that many plants. By the way, these ones here are fake. All right, these ones are never
That's
going to
why
die.
they're alive.
I'm worried about the Christmas break. But I'm
Ooh.
worried every time I go on leave or overseas. I'm worried about the plants.
It's just never on my mind.
Like
Yeah.
they're on the
If
table.
If there's anything you need to learn from our plants is that they can thrive in a fast-paced environment. We'll ignore it for weeks and it'll still live the moment you water it.
Yeah.
It never dies.
I bring the hearty ones because I know you guys will kill the sensitive ones.
Okay, most likely to go on an organizing rampage. I think we know the answer to this.
There's only one person.
There's only one person and he's on this table.
I'll get the wet wipes as well. Might as well
Oh.
clean everything.
I didn't know.
If it's the tables, then yes. Yeah, because there's some sort of usually like food stains, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just fix that in the middle.
There's one time I come to work after a long weekend and there's like trash on my table that's like nicely organized.
So he organized your trash.
That's yours. This trash is mine? He's like, yes, you left it on your table.
I wasn't sure if it was useful or trash. Like it was just random stuff. I'm like, she might want
The
these.
paper is like yours.
Your trash. At least he organized it nicely so that,
I'm like, can I throw this? Will she be mad at me? I'll just.
Can you come to our house and do the cleaning too? Okay, that's a really obvious one, girl.
All right, another obvious one. Most likely to drink matcha every day.
I'm looking at someone who's not on this table.
Yes.
Queen.
Queen Doe. She's actually our matcha dealer. So in the mornings, if she stops over at Cabramatta, she'll be like, anyone want matcha?
Wow.
Yeah, so, and another fun fact, Queen may have brought a matcha in the morning, but at 5 p.m., you'll notice that there's usually still half a cup of matcha. She takes forever.
Ooh.
She never finishes her drink. For as long as I've lived and known Queen, her matcha is always full. She says that she finishes it, but there's
I don't
been no
know. I don't
evidence
believe
so
it
far.
either.
Yeah, I have to check the bins. Most likely to prompt a teamwork.
I don't know the answer because you guys never invited me to one.
We
I'm very
have.
upset. Are you sure?
We have multiple times, and either you're always in a meeting and
Oh, so
everybody else
convenient.
is free, so we're like, really invite me.
So convenient when the boss is in a meeting. Who wants to go for a walk? Okay, got it. No worries. It's okay. I'll let you guys have your team bonding. Who does it? Who initiates it?
I think we all do
Yeah.
occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for me as Jed has done it more times than everybody else, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, yes, let's do it."
Yes.
I didn't know Jed was the instigator. All
Yeah.
He
right.
does. He's like, "Do you guys wanna go get lunch?" And I'm like, "Teamwork." Most likely to lose things.
I feel like it was Mary, but she always loses her phone. It's a
Yeah,
very specific thing
would
she always
lose her
loses.
phone.
So she's always like using her watch to like ding, where's it, ding? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time during Innovation Challenge, she lost her phone the whole day, and to find that she was charging it in a corner on a chair. And the person who actually put it to charge was me, so I'm also guilty of that.
Fail.
It's a busy day.
Yeah, but she's always, I remember her losing her phone every single day. Most likely to get excited about events for the food.
This one's between, I think, Amy and Mabel.
Me?
And Jed.
I think
okay.
it's Jed. You guys
Really?
secretly, he's like from the corner of the eye, he's probably zooming in his camera right into that food, you know? I'm pretty sure it's Jed. It's not me. I like to eat, but I don't get excited about it. Do I? Do I get excited?
Okay, maybe not excited.
Yeah, but I know
I'm
Jed.
opinionated about the food.
Jed's never like, okay, I'm so excited, the food's here. I would say that's more us, like, oh
Yeah.
my God, the food's here. But Jed will keep an eye on where the food is going. He knows exactly what's left over. And it's going.
But have you ever seen Jed excited? I don't know. Sometimes he was
Stuff, like
excited.
once or twice, maybe.
Just
He
a
doesn't
twinkle
show
in
it,
his
he
eye.
doesn't show
I've
it.
driven with him to Bradfield, so yeah, I've seen a bit of that.
Excitement.
Okay, back to reflecting.
All right, serious stuff.
Yes, serious stuff. So as we slow things down, let's talk a bit about growth. What did you learn about yourself this year?
What did I learn about myself?
Mm.
Well, there was a lot of traveling that happened for me this year. I went to, I think I was on the plane either every second month or almost every month. And what I learned is that I really love to travel. I love seeing and meeting people from different cultures. I didn't really have any understanding about Indonesia. I keep talking about this Indonesia campus because there is actually a launchpad in Indonesia. And every time I meet those students and those founders, they're just so like super entrepreneurial. Like I wish I could just bottle up that entrepreneurial spirit and just bring it back to Sydney because I feel like every single student just wants to launch something, wants to do something, wants to change the world, and they're so confident and willing to do it. And I really enjoyed learning about their culture and then going to Japan and seeing their startup ecosystem. Like I loved seeing how the Japanese people, kind of do startup world. It's a really weird sentence, do startup world, but you know what I mean? The startup ecosystem is amazing in Japan and all the technologies and everything put together. So I think I really enjoyed seeing how other cultures do entrepreneurship and do startup.
I have a follow-up question to that. Because I've heard you plan your trips to Vietnam and Indonesia. I'm curious, if you had to use one word to describe each fun experience, one in Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Japan, how would you do it?
One word?
Yes, which
one
word?
word. Oh man, that's hard. Gosh. I'll say in Indonesia, it's definitely like entrepreneurs.
Okay,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real obvious one. In Vietnam, it's competitiveness.
Ooh.
They're just super, like they just want to win because we ran the Innovation Challenge in Vietnam, and that drive to want to win was super strong. Like they wanted to know the answers. We also went to Cambodia for the Innovation Challenge. In Cambodia, it is they're inquisitive. They asked a lot of questions. They were curious. Japan, like everything about Japan's amazing. From the culture, from the food, from the maybe orderly. Orderly is the right word. Getting on the train's orderly. Ordering food is orderly. If you don't stand in line when you're waiting for your luggage, orderly, like the Japanese man will kind of tell you, can you stand in line? So everything is very, very orderly.
Okay.
I think there was one more challenge in India.
Oh, India. Gosh, that was in April. I totally forgot.
Yes.
In India, I don't know I can't figure out the word, but they were very like techie and they wanted to constantly code. I know it sounds really stereotypical, but it actually happened. We're running this innovation challenge and they kept asking us, how do we do this prototype? Which coding language do we use? And I said, no. We just want you to like sketch out on paper what you think the screen's going to look like. And they were like puzzled. What do you mean? What code? They kept asking me in various different ways, how do I code this? When can I code this? Do I have to code this? They were really obsessed with coding their solution.
I would feel so intimidated if someone brings up coding.
I know. I was like, I don't know what coding. Don't ask me.
Okay, I think going back to Japan, I just remembered that Ray has been a Japan ambassador this whole year.
Yeah, just been doing Japan. Still on Japan. I've always liked Japan as a country, and I think the opportunity to like work with Japan has been really exciting. I've never actually considered working with Japan, but because I do have a bit of cultural understanding to them, I was like, I really enjoy engaging with these people and being like a sort of a bridge. Yeah, I really enjoyed collaborating with Japan for sure.
What was your highlight of your Japan experiences?
The whole thing. It was really hard. It's really hard to narrow it down, the whole thing. It was just such a fresh perspective and a very much so dream come true. And I've got a very high pedestal for Japan, and it met that. And now that I have the chance to give other people that opportunity, I think I'm taking it a bit more seriously than I should. I'm like, I want someone who's actually going to enjoy this. Someone who's going to use this.
And maybe can I give you a bit of time to maybe promote the exchange, because there will be another one, I think, not in 2027. So why should a student join the Venture Makers Global Exchange Program?
So it's a perfect mix of cultural exploration, personal growth, and entrepreneurship education. So I think in Sydney, our programs are amazing, but once you go to Japan, you take it a bit more seriously because that's your main focus. And you get to meet so many entrepreneurs and international classmates. I think if you really want to learn something and grow, this is the best way to do so. Yes, for sure.
Excellent. So apply next year.
You'll see it in our socials.
Follow us.
Okay. Looking ahead, what would you like to talk to our audience about, to expect, the global exchange, for example?
You guys looking at me. All right. What can we expect next year? So next year, there's definitely more AI stuff as AI is evolving and it's becoming more accessible. We are going to do more things using AI in an ethical and smart way. What else are we expecting? We're expecting more startup and entrepreneurial programs, more collaborations as well with ecosystem partners locally as well, with other universities. I'm getting a lot more closer to our friends at UNSW, UCED and UTS and Macquarie. And so I really want to do something where we can bring all the students together, all the universities together and do one big something. It's in the works. It's in the works in my head. So if you're part of that other university and you're saying what's happening, it hasn't happened yet. It's in the works.
That would be great. Into university innovation.
Oh, innovation! I don't know about that one.
That's gonna be huge. We'll need a stadium.
Yeah, but there'll be some sort of collaboration. I expect, and more side hustling, more innovation challenge, more industry partnerships. Definitely.
Amazing. Well, we have a lot to look forward to next year.
For sure.
Yeah, and if you haven't attended any of our Booster Masterclasses this year, we covered a lot of the AI stuff, adapting to the new world. So keep an eye out for those as well in the coming months. Anything else that Ray wants to share from the student perspective?
I would also look forward to Launchpad Creative. So this was a new initiative that we started this year, and it's all about how you can express yourself, how to be a better storyteller, and how to use the tools around you to make something creative and artsy. So I think it's grown a lot this year, and it's only going to get bigger next year. So if you've always thought you wanted to explore that side of you, I think this is a great way to get started. Yeah.
Excellent. I've got one more question, actually. So, it's been a while since I've been a student. That's why we hire student casuals. So in 2026, in 2026, as a student, from a student angle, what do you want to see more of coming from Launchpad?
I think what we already have is great, but maybe we could up the frequency.
So more work for you.
Oh, let me reach a new record for Reich.
Let's go for 200 tasks.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Samanda? What do you want to see more of, or a different focus on?
Different focus. I'm not sure, to be honest. Like Ray said, I think we provide a bit of everything. It's a matter of showing students that, okay, come join us. We are offering all these benefits to you. Just come grab it. Because we offer everything from micro-credentials. So if you're someone exploring an idea, you can start there if you're not ready to face people. So, yeah, I think that's why we launched the ambassador program this year too, to kind of get that wording out. But, yeah, I think it's just to encourage more students to join the entrepreneurship world and to not just to start your own business, but you'll be surprised how many skills you learn and how much you learn about yourself
Mm.
and how much you can grow as a person before you jump into the field of work.
Mm.
So yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's very, I think, also underrated. I studied social sciences, so entrepreneurship was new to me before I joined Launchpad. I think there's so much more value than starting a business and making profit to entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So-
Then what's the one thing that a student should attend? Like, what's the one thing that you think that don't miss out on this?
I would say pre-flight.
Mm.
Mm.
Why pre-flight?
I think pre-flight is a place where you can be comfortable not knowing what you're doing, but also learn things you can take to the future. Like these are things you won't lose at any point.
Yeah, I guess just for anyone who doesn't know what pre-flight is, it's a 2-day pre-accelerator. So if you've got a really great idea that you don't know whether you should pursue, we help you kind of figure that out. We don't tell you the answers, but we give you the frameworks to figure out whether or not that's a good thing to pursue. What about you, Ray? What's the one thing that a student should do, at least at Launchpad?
I think they should go for side hustle, which is similar to pre-flight, but a more, I mean, it's easier to enter because there's a smaller entry barrier, but definitely it's either side hustle or pre-flight, just a full day experience of entrepreneurship. Yeah.
I would also say a Venture Makers Innovation Challenge, but I think we get a good amount of interest for that from all disciplines. But if you're a student at Western Sydney University, I think you need to grab that opportunity at least once.
I mean, you win $1,000 if you're first prize, and there's $1,000 per team member as first prize, and second prize and third prize. So why not?
Why not?
Exactly.
Okay, so thank you everyone here, and I think we've reflected on a lot of what we've done and how much we value our little team at this stage. So thank you everyone for listening in, and thank you for being a part of our journey this year. So here's to more creativity, innovation, and maybe slightly fewer last-minute crises next year. And thank you again for tuning into Launchpad Radio. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.